The hospital room was very quiet. Too quiet. Only one sound could be heard. Beep, beep, beep. The heart machine was talking for her now. The little girl lay on the bed. Her skin was pale. Her breathing was slow. Tubes were connected to her body. Machines were doing the work her body could not do anymore. Her name was Emily Carter. She was only 12 years old. Outside the room, a man stood still. He did not move. He did not speak. He did not even blink. This man was Robert Carter, one of the richest men in the city. He owned tall buildings. He owned big companies. People feared his name. People respected his power. But in this moment, he was just a scared father. The doctor slowly removed his glasses. His face was tired. His eyes were heavy. He looked at Robert and spoke softly. "I'm sorry," the doctor said. "We have done everything we can." Robert's heart started to beat fast. The doctor took a deep breath. "She has one day," he said. 24 hours at most. The words fell like stones. One day. Not 1 year. Not 1 month. Not even 1 week. One day. Robert's mouth opened, but no sound came out. He had paid for the best doctors, the best medicine, the best hospital. Money had solved every problem in his life. But not this one. "There must be something," Robert said quietly. "Another test. Another doctor. Another country." The doctor slowly shook his head. "This illness is rare," he said. "Her body is too weak now." Robert's hands began to shake. The doctor looked at him and added one more thing. "Make her comfortable," he said. "Spend time with her." And the doctor walked away. Robert stood there alone. A billionaire who could not buy one more day. He slowly entered the room. Emily opened her eyes. She smiled. "Dad," she whispered. That smile broke him. He rushed to her side and held her small hand. "I'm here," he said. "I'm right here." Emily looked at the machines around her. Then she looked back at her father. "Dad," she said softly, "can I go outside?" Robert was confused. "Outside?" he asked. "I want to feel the sun," she said. "Just once." His eyes filled with tears. This was her last wish. He nodded. "Of course," he said. "Anything you want." The nurses prepared a wheelchair. They carefully moved Emily out of the room. The hallway was long and cold. People stopped and stared. Some whispered. Some looked away. Everyone knew who she was. The millionaire's daughter. But now, she looked like any other sick child. They reached the hospital garden. The sun was low in the sky. Soft wind touched her face. Emily closed her eyes and smiled. Then, she saw him. Near a broken bench, under a small tree, sat a black boy. He looked about the same age as Emily. His clothes were old. His shoes were worn out. His hair was messy. He was alone. No phone. No toys. No parents. Just him. Emily stared at the boy. Something about him felt different. He was not sad. He was not scared. He was calm. Very calm. "Dad," Emily said quietly. "Who is that boy?" Robert followed her eyes. He frowned. "I don't know," he said. "Probably shouldn't be here." But Emily kept looking. The boy looked up. Their eyes met. The boy stood up and slowly walked closer. A nurse moved forward. "Hey," she said. "You can't be here." The boy stopped. He looked at Emily and spoke. His voice was soft but strong. "She's not going to die today," he said. Everyone froze. Robert's heart jumped. "What did you say?" Robert asked angrily. The boy looked at him. "She will live," the boy said again. The nurse shook her head. "This is not funny," she said. But Emily felt something strange. Warm. Peaceful. She looked at the boy and asked, "How do you know?" The boy smiled. "Because I was sent here," he said. Robert felt anger rising. "Take him away," he ordered. But before anyone could move, the heart monitor inside the building changed its sound. The nurse's phone rang. Her face turned white. She looked at Emily. Then she looked at Robert and whispered, "This doesn't make sense." The garden went silent. No birds. No wind. No voices. Everyone was looking at the black boy. Robert Carter felt his chest tighten. He did not like surprises. And he did not like people who spoke with confidence they had not earned. "Who are you?" Robert asked sharply. "And what do you think you're doing?" The boy did not answer right away. He looked at Emily. She was still staring at him. Her eyes were wide. Not afraid. Curious. The boy finally spoke. "My name is Noah," he said. "I didn't come to do anything wrong." The nurse stepped forward. "You don't belong here," she said. "This is a hospital." Noah nodded slowly. I know, he said. That's why I came. Robert clenched his jaw. This is not a place for jokes, he said. My daughter is dying. Noah looked at Robert, really looked at him. Then he said something strange. She is sick, Noah said calmly. But she's not done yet. Emily felt her fingers move. Just a little. Robert noticed. He froze. Emily looked at her hand, surprised. Dad, she whispered. I feel warm. The nurse quickly checked the wheelchair. That's not possible, she said. She was cold just minutes ago. Robert turned back to Noah. What are you, he asked. A street kid? A liar. Noah lowered his eyes. I don't have a house, he said. If that's what you mean. One of the guards came closer. We should remove him, the guard said. Emily suddenly spoke louder. Please, she said. Let him stay. Everyone turned to her. She rarely spoke with strength anymore. Robert looked at his daughter. Emily, he said softly, you need rest. She shook her head. When he talks, she said, I don't feel scared. That hit Robert like a punch. The guard hesitated. The nurse looked unsure. Noah stayed quiet. Robert finally raised his hand. 5 minutes, he said. That's all. The boy nodded. He sat on the grass, close but not too close. Emily watched him. Why are you here alone? She asked. Noah smiled a little. I'm always alone, he said. People don't see me. Emily frowned. I see you, she said. Noah looked surprised. Robert felt something uncomfortable in his chest. Emily asked another question. Are you sick too? She asked. Noah shook his head. No, he said. But I've been around sick people my whole life. Ow! Emily asked. Noah picked a dry leaf from the ground. My mom, he said. She was sick for a long time. Robert stiffened. What happened to her? Emily asked quietly. Noah crushed the leaf in his hand. She died, he said. When I was your age. The garden felt heavier. Emily swallowed. Were you scared? She asked. Noah nodded. Yes, he said. Very scared. Emily looked down. I'm scared too, she whispered. Noah leaned forward. But fear is not the end, he said. It's just a door. Robert shook his head. That's enough, he said. This is emotional nonsense. But Noah wasn't finished. When my mom was dying, Noah said, doctors said the same thing they said to you. Emily looked at him fast. What did they say? She asked. They said time was over, Noah replied. But she smiled at me and said something. What? Emily asked. Noah looked straight into her eyes. She said, life listens, even when people don't. Emily felt tears roll down her face. Robert turned away. This was too much. Then suddenly, a loud alarm sounded inside the hospital. The nurse's phone vibrated again. She answered. Her face changed. What? She said. Are you sure? She looked at Emily, then at Noah, then at Robert. The readings changed, the nurse whispered. Her heart is stronger. Robert rushed forward. That's impossible, he said. Noah stood up. I should go now, he said. No, Emily said quickly. Please don't. Noah hesitated. If I stay, he said, things will change. Robert laughed bitterly. They already have, he said. Noah looked at him. Not for her, Noah said. For you. Robert felt chills. Before anyone could respond, a doctor ran into the garden. Mr. Carter, he said urgently, we need her inside. Now. Robert pushed the wheelchair forward. He looked back once. Noah was already walking away. Just another boy, ignored by the world. But inside the hospital, nothing was normal anymore. The hospital doors closed behind them. The sound echoed down the hallway. Emily was rushed back into the room. Doctors moved fast. Nurses spoke in short, sharp words. Robert Carter stood against the wall. His heart was beating hard. Too hard. This doesn't make sense, one doctor said. She was failing an hour ago. Another doctor checked the screen. Her heart rate is steady, he said. Stronger than before. Robert stepped forward. Is she getting better? He asked. No one answered him. Doctors hated questions they could not answer. Emily lay on the bed again. The machines were still there. But the sound was different now. Beep, beep. Not slow. Not weak. Emily opened her eyes. Dad, she said. Robert rushed to her side. I'm here, he said. I'm not leaving. She smiled. Not the tired smile from before. A real one. I feel lighter, she said. Like something heavy is gone. The doctors exchanged looks. That's not possible, one whispered. Robert turned to them. What did you do? He demanded. What changed? The oldest doctor spoke. We didn't do anything, he said. That's the problem. Robert's mind went back to the garden. To the boy. Noah. Where is he? Robert asked suddenly. The nurse looked confused. Who? She asked. The boy, Robert said. The black boy from outside. The nurse shook her head. There was no visitor listed, she said. Robert felt anger rise. He was right there, Robert said. He talked to her. The nurse checked the hallway cameras. She frowned. There's no record, she said. No one came in. Robert felt cold. Emily turned her head slowly. He was real, she said. I saw him. Her voice was calm. Certain. Robert believed her. Doctors ran more tests. Blood tests. Heart tests. Scans. Time passed. Minutes felt like hours. Finally, one doctor spoke again. Her condition is still serious, he said. But this change, it shouldn't exist. What does that mean? Robert asked. The doctor paused. It means, he said slowly, we don't understand what's happening. That scared Robert more than bad news. The doctor leaned closer. We need to watch her carefully tonight, he said. Anything could happen. Night fell. Lights dimmed. Emily slept peacefully. Robert sat beside her bed. For the first time in days. She was not in pain. Robert held her hand. His mind would not rest. Who was that boy? Why did he appear now? Why did things change after he spoke? A soft knock came at the door. Robert looked up. A janitor stood there. Sir, the man said quietly, I saw you earlier in the garden. Robert stood. You saw the boy? He asked. The janitor nodded. Yes, he said. He comes here sometimes. Robert's heart jumped. Who is he? Robert asked. The janitor shrugged. No one knows, he said. He sits. He watches. He prays. Prays. Robert repeated. Yes, the janitor said. For sick people. Robert felt a strange pressure in his chest. Does he talk to them? Robert asked. The janitor shook his head. Not usually, he said. But when he does, things change. Robert stared at him. Why didn't anyone stop him? Robert asked. The janitor smiled sadly. People don't stop what they don't notice, he said. Then he walked away. Robert sat back down. His world was built on facts. Numbers. Control. This did not fit. At midnight, Emily suddenly woke up. Dad, she said softly. Yes. Robert asked. He came back, she said. Albert stood fast. Who? He asked. The boy, she said. Robert looked around. The room was empty. No one is here, he said. Emily shook her head. He didn't come inside, she said. He stood near the window. Robert felt chills. What did he say? Robert asked. Emily smiled. He said tomorrow will be hard, she said. But important. Robert swallowed. Important how? He asked. Emily looked serious. He said, she whispered, people will try to stop what they don't understand. A doctor entered the room suddenly. We need to talk, the doctor said. Robert turned. What now? He asked. The doctor looked nervous. We got the scan results, he said. And something is changing. Robert felt his breath stop. Changing how? He asked. The doctor hesitated. Her illness, he said slowly, is reacting like it's pulling back. Robert looked at Emily. She squeezed his hand. Outside the hospital, under the same small tree, Noah stood alone, watching, waiting, because the real test had not started yet. Morning came quietly. Too quietly. The hospital did not feel normal anymore. Doctors moved slower. Nurses whispered more. Everyone looked at Emily's room like it held a question no one could answer. Robert Carter had not slept. He sat in the chair beside Emily's bed, watching her breathe. She was still alive. That alone felt unreal. A doctor entered the room with a tablet in his hand. His face showed confusion. Mr. Carter, he said, we need to speak. Robert stood up. Tell me the truth, he said. No soft words. The doctor nodded. The illness is still there, he said, but it is weaker. Robert's heart skipped. We did nothing new, the doctor continued. No new medicine. No new treatment. Robert clenched his fists. Then explain it, he said. The doctor looked away. We can't, he admitted. Emily opened her eyes. Dad, she said softly. Robert turned fast. Yes, sweetheart. He's outside again, she said. The doctor frowned. Who? He asked. The boy, Emily said. Noah. The doctor looked at Robert. There is no boy on record, he said. Robert did not answer. He believed her. Robert walked out of the room and down the hallway. The hospital doors opened. The cold morning air hit his face. And there he was. Noah sat on the same broken bench. Same quiet face. Same calm eyes. Robert walked toward him. This time, he did not shout. Who are you really? Robert asked. Noah looked up. I told you, he said. I'm just a boy. Robert shook his head. No, he said. You know things you shouldn't. Noah stood up slowly. Sometimes, Noah said, pain teaches things school never will. Robert crossed his arms. Why my daughter? He asked. Why now? Noah looked toward the hospital windows. Because she was listening, he said. Robert felt anger rise again. That's not an answer, he said. Noah looked back at him. Neither is money, Noah replied. That hurt. Robert stayed silent. After a moment, Noah spoke again. My mom died in a place like this, he said. Same smell. Same sounds. Robert listened. She was poor, Noah continued. No private room. No special doctors. Robert felt shame creep in. She prayed every night, Noah said. Not to live longer. Robert frowned. What did she pray for? He asked. She prayed, Noah said softly, that someone would not feel alone. Robert swallowed hard. She told me, Noah continued, if you see someone hurting, sit with them. Robert felt his chest tighten. So you just sit? Robert asked. Noah nodded. I sit, he said. I listen. Robert laughed bitterly. And that heals people? He asked. Noah looked him straight in the eyes. No, he said, but it reminds life to fight. Inside the hospital, alarms suddenly rang. Robert turned fast. A nurse ran outside. Mr. Carter, she shouted. Please come now. Robert looked at Noah. Noah nodded. Go, he said. Robert ran inside. Emily was awake. Sitting up, doctors surrounded her. This is not possible, one doctor said. She should not have this strength. Emily looked at her father. Dad, she said, I'm not scared anymore. Robert knelt beside her bed. Tears fell from his eyes. Neither am I, he said. The doctor pulled Robert aside. If this continues, he said, she may survive. Robert felt his legs weaken. Outside, Noah turned to leave. A security guard stopped him. You can't be here, the guard said. Noah did not argue. He simply said, I'm done. The guard grabbed his arm. At that exact moment, inside the hospital, Emily screamed in pain. The machines beeped wildly. Doctors shouted. Her heart rate is dropping, someone yelled. The guard froze. Noah slowly turned back toward the building. He closed his eyes. He whispered something no one heard. Inside the room, the machine slowed. The beeping steadied. Emily opened her eyes. Outside, Noah opened his eyes too. The guard let go. Noah walked away. Slowly. Quietly. Robert ran to the window. He saw the boy disappearing down the street. For the first time in his life, Robert Carter prayed, because he finally understood something. This was not about saving a life. It was about changing one. That the hospital was no longer quiet. Cameras filled the hallway. Voices echoed. People whispered everywhere. Something had leaked. A nurse had talked. A doctor had hinted. And now the world wanted answers. Is it true? Did the girl survive? Was it a miracle? Reporters stood outside the hospital gates. The name Emily Carter was everywhere. Inside her room, Emily rested. Her color was better. Her breathing was strong. She was alive. Robert Carter stood by the window. He watched the chaos outside. This world made sense to him. Media, attention, power. But this time, he hated it. A group of doctors entered the room. Their faces were serious. We need to speak, one doctor said. Robert nodded. Her condition is improving, the doctor said. But we don't know why. Another doctor added, this kind of recovery will bring questions. Robert crossed his arms. Questions from who, he asked. The doctor hesitated. From everyone, he said. A hospital manager entered. There are rumors, she said. About a boy. Robert felt his heart tighten. What kind of rumors? He asked. That he caused this, she replied. Robert laughed softly. That's impossible, he said. But his eyes said something else. Emily suddenly spoke. He didn't cause it, she said. He helped it. Everyone turned. The room went silent. The manager cleared her throat. Emily, she said gently, people may want to talk to you. Emily shook her head. I don't want to talk, she said. I want Noah. Robert looked at her. Sweetheart, he said. He's not here. Emily frowned. He said this would happen, she said. That people would come. Robert's phone rang. Then again. Then again. He ignored it. The hospital security chief entered. We found the boy, he said. Robert froze. Where? He asked. Outside the city, the man said. He was sleeping near an old bus stop. Emily's eyes filled with tears. Did you scare him? She asked. The man looked away. No, he said, but others might. Robert felt anger rise. Bring him here, Robert said firmly. The manager shook her head. That could be dangerous, she said. The media would tear him apart. Robert looked at her coldly. No one touches him, Robert said. Not while I breathe. Meanwhile, Noah sat alone. He watched cars pass. He felt tired. He knew this moment would come. People always noticed miracles, but never the person. A black van stopped nearby. Men stepped out. They were clean clothes. Cold faces. Are you Noah? One asked. Noah nodded. We need you to come with us, the man said. Why? Noah asked. Because people are asking questions, the man replied. Noah stood up slowly. I don't belong to questions, he said. I belong to answers. The men did not understand. Inside the hospital, Emily suddenly sat up. Dad, she said urgently. He's in trouble. Ulbert stood fast. What do you mean? He asked. They're taking him, she said. I can feel it. Robert turned to security. Find him now, he ordered. Back at the bus stop, Noah closed his eyes. He remembered his mother's voice. Stay kind, even when they are not. The men grabbed his arms. At that same moment, Emily screamed. The machines went wild. Doctors rushed in. What's happening? One shouted. She's crashing, another yelled. Robert felt his heart break. No, he whispered. Not again. Miles away, Noah felt pain hit his chest. He dropped to his knees. The men stepped back in fear. Noah whispered, Please, let me go. Inside the hospital, the machine slowed. Emily gasped. Her heart steadied. The doctors froze. Outside, Noah stood up. The men ran. News spread faster than truth. By nightfall, the world believed a story. Some called Noah a fraud. Some called him a miracle. But Noah walked alone, and Robert Carter made a choice. A choice that would change everything. The city woke up to headlines. Millionaire's daughter recovers. Mystery boy linked to miracle. People argued online. Experts laughed. Others believed. Inside the hospital, Emily was sitting up. She was eating breakfast. That alone felt like a dream. Robert Carter stood near the door, watching her. For the first time in his life, he felt small. A doctor entered with a smile. She is stable, he said. Very stable. Robert closed his eyes. Thank you, he whispered. The doctor paused. I've been a doctor for 30 years, he said. I don't say this often. He looked at Emily. This was not medicine, he said. This was something else. Robert nodded slowly. He already knew. Emily looked up at her father. Dad, she said. Did you find Noah? Robert's heart sank. No, he said quietly. Not yet. Emily looked sad. He didn't come to be famous, she said. He came to help. Robert took a deep breath. I'm going to find him, he said. I promise. Robert left the hospital alone. No guards. No cameras. Just a father. He drove through streets he never visited. Poor streets. Broken streets. People looked at his expensive car with fear. He stopped. He got out. He asked questions. Most people shook their heads. Some laughed. Then an old woman spoke. The boy, she said. He sleeps near the old church. Robert drove there. The church was small and quiet. Noah sat on the steps. He looked tired. Older. Robert stopped a few feet away. Noah looked up. Their eyes met. Robert did something no one expected. He went down on his knees. Right there on the street. No cameras. No audience. Just truth. I was wrong, Robert said. I judged you. Noah stayed silent. I thought money made me important, Robert continued. But you save what money could not. Robert's voice broke. Thank you, he said. Noah stood slowly. You don't need to kneel, he said. We are the same height. Robert smiled through tears. I don't want to own you, Robert said. I want to help you. Noah shook his head. I don't need money, he said. I need people to care. Robert nodded. I will, he said. They returned to the hospital together. Security tried to stop them. Robert raised his hand. He's with me, he said. Emily saw Noah and smiled wide. She reached out. You came back, she said. Noah smiled. I said I would, he replied. Doctors watched in silence. No machine screamed. No alarm rang. Only peace. Later that night, Robert stood in front of cameras. I was blind, he said. This boy owes us nothing. The world listened. Robert made another choice. He started a fund. Not in his name. In Noah's mother's name. It helped sick children, poor families, ignored people. Noah watched from a distance. He did not smile. He did not cry. He simply nodded. Emily walked again. She laughed again. She lived. But Noah prepared to leave. Why? Emily asked. My work is done, he said. Robert stepped forward. Stay, he said. Be family. Noah looked at him. Family is built, Noah said. Not bought. He hugged Emily gently. Live well, he whispered. Noah walked away. This time, no one stopped him. Because some miracles are not meant to stay. Years passed. Not fast. Not slow. Just enough time for life to change. The hospital looked different now. New wings. New rooms. New hope. A sign stood at the front gate. The Noah Hope Center. People from all over the country came there. Sick children. Poor families. Forgotten people. Robert Carter funded it. But he never put his name on it. He had learned something. Some things are not owned. Emily Carter was no longer a little girl. She was taller now. Stronger. Healthier. But she still remembered that garden. That bench. That boy. She volunteered at the center every week. She listened. She sat. She learned. One afternoon, a nurse handed her a small note. It had no name. Just 6 words. Life listens when hearts do. Emily's hands shook. She knew. Across the city, a young black man helped an old woman cross the street. No cámaras. No aplausos. Just kindness. It was Noah. He looked older now, but his eyes were the same. Calm. Deep. He never spoke about the past. He never told his story. He did not need to. The world still argued. Some said Emily healed because of science. Some said luck. Some said money. Only a few knew the truth. That healing begins when someone is seen. Robert Carter visited the garden often. The bench was still broken. He never fixed it. It reminded him. Power does not heal. Presence does. One evening, Robert sat there alone. He whispered, "Thank you." The wind moved softly. Somewhere far away, Noah smiled. Emily grew into a woman who chose service over comfort. She became a doctor. Not the kind who rushed. The kind who stayed. On her first day, she saw a boy sitting alone in the hallway. Ignored. She sat beside him, just like Noah once did. Years later, Emily spoke at the center's opening anniversary. She said one sentence. The world tried to save me with machines, but I was saved by a boy who had nothing. The room went silent, because everyone understood. Miracles do not look loud. They look small. They sit quietly. They wait. And they change everything. They don't judge people by money or clothes. Presence is more powerful than power. Sometimes the person who saves you is the one the world ignores.